Hey loves, I am here to do a May favorites. I actually haven't done a favorites video in a while, mostly because they don't do well, but lately things have been changing. I've gotten into new things and I wanted to give you guys some inspiration as well in case you haven't been feeling the best or you just want ideas on something to do. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Now let's get started. So I have the list here on my phone and I will just be reading it off. The first thing is The Vampire Diaries, and I've really been obsessed with that show. I actually started it, I believe, last summer, and I'm on season 3. I know at this point I should be like done with the show, or at least on my final season, but I take forever to watch shows, mostly because I can't really binge watch them because I feel guilty and because I have other things to do, especially now that I'm in college. I don't really have that much leisure time. But now that I am on my summer break, I definitely have more time to watch it and I'm really obsessed with it. There's just so much energy, so much action in it, and it's always interesting. There's always something new and some new issue that they have to solve or have to it's so good. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. It's so good. The next thing shouldn't come as a surprise because I am obsessed with coffee, but it's a mocha coffee creamer. I believe the brand is Coffee Mate. I've showed it in my previous videos, I believe the one of my college morning routine, and I've been trying to find like the coffee creamer, like the one that is just my go-to, my all-time favorite, so that I don't have to be purchasing other flavors. And I've just been on the hunt for like a good flavor, and I've been buying different ones and they just haven't been as good, and I finally reached this one and it's so good. It's so chocolatey and it's perfection. It gives me motivation to wake up in the mornings because I know I get to drink a cup of coffee. The next thing is a book. I've also showed this in a previous video. It's called The Interpretation of Murder, and it looks like this. And like I said in my previous video, this is set in the 1900s, and that's what caught my attention because at the time in my history class we were just entering the 1900s, and so I thought this was like the perfect opportunity to do some outside reading but that's still connected to my history class, and it's just been really good. I'm already halfway through. I've been reading a chapter a day. The amount of progress that I made in this book has been in this month, in the month of May, that like I've just been really into it. I hope that I can finish this book soon. It's just really good. Like I mentioned, I am on my summer break now, and so I do have much more time to myself, and I've been definitely catching up on my favorite YouTubers. That's another thing that I was super behind on, is my favorite YouTubers, and lately my favorite ones have been Brooke Didas. I hope I'm not mispronouncing her name. Jarrell, I believe that's also how you pronounce her name. Sarah Joy, Kenna Marie. Those have been the ones that I've been catching up with the most, but definitely the first two, Brooke Didas and Jarrell, I've like just been catching up on their videos. They're just so good, and they are also, their content is related to mine, or at least that's the type of content that I've been trying to put out, and so I really love their videos. Next is the color light green, like a light seafoam green, a light mint green, a light sage green, and a light pistachio green. Those I've been really loving this month, and I actually bought a couple of tops in those colors. My room is like the light seafoam green. My nails, they're like this light mint green. They look blue on camera, but they're like a light mint green, but they're so pretty. And yesterday I was actually wearing this outfit, and so it matched my nails again with the whole green theme. This is actually the nail polish right here. So see on here, the nail polish looks more green than on my nails, but that's the color. So that's what I've really been liking, the green. I was actually going to wear a green top today, but I chose this one. Green has definitely, that's actually always been like a favorite color of mine, but this month specifically I've been wearing lots of green, and it's been catching my eye, like wanting to wear it. I actually have a haul coming up, so if you like hauls, get excited for that. So the next thing on my list is actually something I'm wearing right now on my eyes. I don't wear makeup very often, like at all, not even to school. Like to school, I just brush out my eyebrows and I curl my lashes. I put on some lip balm and that's it. I don't even put on mascara, no eyeliner, no nothing. But on the weekends or whenever I do want to get ready, my go-to is the things that I mentioned at the beginning, but also mascara and eyeliner. I recently got this new eyeliner, and before I used to have like a little brush with a little bottle, like I've showed it in previous videos, but I've never tried a pen before, and I was a little concerned for how I would use this, if it would be difficult. But I've always wanted to do winged eyeliner that's like a little bit thicker because I struggle to make it thicker. But this pen has definitely helped me for that, and this is the Smoke and Mirrors HD Felt Tip Eyeliner. And it just looks like this. So yeah, it looks really cool, but just like markers, if you press on them too hard, you will make the line thicker, and so I have to be careful, but I've really been liking it. I bought it like last weekend, so I haven't been using it that long, but I've already been loving it, and that's what I'm wearing on my eyes. The next thing I also showed in a previous video, I believe it was my last video, a chill day in my life, and it's coloring. Coloring books have always drawn my attention because it's a relaxing activity. And so I got this one, which I showed in a previous video, and I still haven't finished the first page, but I've definitely been working on it more and more. Yesterday I did this flower. It just looks like this. I think it's coming out really cute. So that's that. But that's another thing that I've been really loving, and it's so calming. Usually what I do is I either put music while I color, or I put like a Q&A or like a talking video while I listen to it while I color. Yeah, has been a new fun activity, and it's also really relaxing, so that's why I like it. The next thing that I also started, there's a lot of things that I just started this month, but they've become like my new favorites, so that's why I'm mentioning them in this video. But the next thing, I started a dream journal. If you don't know this about me, I dream a lot. Like every night I have dreams and nightmares. I get that from my mom because my mom also has really vivid dreams, and I have very vivid dreams. Like I wake up and I feel like they're so real, and like if I touch things or stuff, like it feels so real. Like when I wake up I can still feel the sensation of the things that I touched, and they make me feel like those things actually happened, and I believe they happened until like I fully wake up in the morning and like my day is going, and then I realize like that was just a dream. But yeah, so I dream a lot. Sometimes I dream up to 4 or 5 dreams a night. And the funny thing is that I remember all of them. Like, well, not all of them, obviously, because I believe everybody dreams, just that not everybody remembers them. And so the ones that I do remember, I remember them really well. Another thing, I have lots of journals. That's another thing. If you've been watching my video, you know I love journaling, and I have tons of journals because that's usually the main gift that I receive are journals. And so I have a collection of them, and I don't honestly know what to do with them because I am using one currently to journal, but I do have like an extra 5 blank journals that I don't really know what to do with them currently. And so I saw an idea that it was to build a dream journal, and I thought that was like perfect. And for me, this is just to keep a record of them because they're so vivid, and I know that my dreams just connect to the things that I heard, saw, or talked about the previous days. So I'm not saying that my dreams mean anything, like they just have to deal with the things that I've seen, that I've experienced, and so my brain is always thinking, of course, and so it builds dreams. But I just wanted to keep a record of them, and I thought that was also a good idea to fill up my journals. And so if you saw, I believe it was my Christmas haul, My little sister gifted me this, and it says magical thoughts, and so I thought this was also perfect, that it's dark and magical thoughts. And so I had a dream last week, and it was so vivid, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start my dream journal. And so I just started it, and I filled up a whole page of my dream. Hopefully I can keep up with it. Obviously I'm probably not going to write into it every single day, but definitely like the dreams that are most memorable or like most interesting or that impacted me the most, those will go in there. So the next thing, it's kind of two things put together, and I kind of mentioned it before, but I'm gonna put them separately. So the first thing is sewing. That's another thing. If you know me, you know that I like sewing and that I sew by hand a lot of the things that I have. I make my own masks. I do have a couple that I bought, but most of them are made that I made. And I've really been enjoying sewing while watching a video or listening to a talk. What has been my main favorite is sewing and listening to Father Mike Schmitz, and he's a Catholic priest. I've mentioned him before. I think I posted stuff on my Instagram as well. His videos are so good. If you haven't listened to him, he's really good at explaining things, I guess, tougher concepts in much shorter time. So most of his videos don't go over 10 minutes, and he talks really fast, but they're really good. Anytime I'm feeling down or discouraged, whatever it is that I'm feeling like that's negative, and I listen to his videos, they always motivate me. I always feel so much better, and so I really love listening to his videos. And sometimes like I just want to listen to his videos like for no reason. Like I'm not upset or anything, I'm actually in a really good mood, but like I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna sew, and I put on his videos, or really just any type of like Q&A or any type of talking videos, sometimes like stories. So that's something that I've really been into, especially now that I have the time to do that. That's just a good pastime that I have of mine, and I really love that. And I actually did that like 2 days ago. So those two things combined, listening to videos, especially Father Mike, and sewing, those two put together, I've really been liking. This next one actually connects to the last thing that I mentioned, but I've also just been really liking listening to videos and learning more about my faith and my religion. And of course the main one is Father Mike. I've really been enjoying learning about new things. I feel like I owe my positive spirit and joy and tranquility to learning about my faith. I've been learning so many things, and every time I talk about them, it just makes me so happy, and it just makes me feel really, really good, and I feel so positive and so hopeful. So the next thing, it's also two things, but they're combined. The next thing is my gel pens, my Papermate gel pens. So I have one right here, of course, the green one. It was just what I could reach, what was closest to me. But yeah, just the Papermate gel pens, and I've showed these in a haul, and I've showed them in multiple previous videos, so you know what I'm talking about. But these are so good. I love all the colors. I haven't used all of them, but I have been using, these are some of the colors. And like I've mentioned before, I love color coding my classes, and so I love using these pens for that, and they're just really good. Like I love the gel of them. They're so nice and thick and like opaque, and so I love all the colors. And so those pens connect to this last item that I will be showing, which is my planner. And even though I am on my summer break, I still use my planner, not as often because I don't have like assignments or like a lot of things to do anymore, but I still use it and like to track things, and just I've been going to the doctor and the dentist a lot, so I get to write those down. But this is my planner, and I've showed it in previous videos. I love it. It's so cute. I love this shape, how big this is, and it's so cute. The month of May for me has been pretty plain. I'm gonna show you my April first so you guys can see. This was college for April for me, and look at how pretty that looks. This is what I love. I love color coding because of this. Look at how that looks. And this is how my days look like. That's the things that I had to do each day. I had lots of things, and I had to check things out, and all of this in lead is just me taking notes. So And this is like leading up to finals, so that's what that looked like. Finals was, I had so much going on. So yeah, but then let's look at May. It looks so plain in comparison, but I've still been writing things down, and it's also color coded. Like I said, I've been having appointments, but that's what my days look like now. I only have like 1 or 2 things per day. I don't really have that much going on, but I still color code things. And so I love having a planner because I get to organize myself. And I also bought a new one already. I already bought the one for my summer because this planner ends in June 2022. And so I already bought a new one that starts in July 2022 up to June 2023. And I guess I can show it to you guys. It looks like this, but I will be showing it in a haul soon. I really love planners. They keep me so organized. And if you're a person that loves to be organized or that just wants to be organized, I would highly recommend getting a planner because it really does keep you organized. The only thing is you do have to be self-disciplined in remembering to check your planner and always check your planner, but that's really it. And I just enjoy it. I enjoy writing things out in like the different colors and then crossing things out once they're done, and then just seeing the whole finale of like my entire month, everything that I did, and my weeks, everything that I did. So I really love my planner. And I believe that is it for this video. Like I also mentioned, I will be doing a haul pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some ideas on some new hobbies to take up or new things to try. I will see you guys next time. Bye, loves.